Hi, I'm Tony Gray. Why immutable backups don't mean you're fully protected. Immutable backups are one of those features that sound like a silver bullet. Just set it, lock it, and rest easy knowing your data is safe. And yes, immutability for backups is an important part of a modern resilience strategy. But here's the thing. Immutable doesn't mean invincible. Let's start with what many IT engineers, business continuity pros, and executives believe that immutability means. They believe it means that once the backup is written, it can't be altered or deleted until a set period or a retention window expires. So ransomware can't modify or delete your backups, nor can a rogue admin wipe everything out in one click. Vendor marketing often will lead organizations to believe ransomware can't touch them, and no one internally can mess them up. I've seen this articulated in every one of the disaster recovery pressure testing workshops that I've facilitated. If only it were true. Here's where it gets tricky. Immutability is far more nuanced when it comes to defending against adversary tactics. Many organizations have unfortunately only found this out on game day when their backups were re-encrypted or made unavailable. Immutable backups are only as safe as the environment around them. If someone with root or domain privileges gets access to your backup systems, they can bypass the backup controls and easily just delete the files. This could be a disgruntled insider or a bad actor with stolen credentials. If they don't have root access but have elevated privileges that can administer the account for backup configuration, they might not need to delete data. They could shorten the retention window, change settings to allow future deletions, or simply prevent new backups from being written. And these actions might not look malicious at first, but it could take weeks before anyone notices something's off. By then, the backups you were counting on may not be there when you need them. And compromise of your backups might not even require administrative access to your backup solution. A malicious actor that has quietly infiltrated your system without being caught yet might know that your organization performs full backups in an automated way at, say, 9 p.m. every Saturday night. When they've completed their reconnaissance and exfiltration of key documents, they might start their malicious encryption earlier on Saturday when it's less likely that encrypted file systems would be noticed. The result? Once your automated backup process kicks off, it's ingesting user files that were recently encrypted into the immutable backup file that you depend on for recovery. They'll delete the older copies, and now it appears that valid backups still exist, but they don't. Here's a simple comparison. Think of immutable backups like a fireproof safe. It protects what's inside, but if you forget to put the documents in, don't lock it, or someone with a key in opens it and either removes half the contents or replaces real documents with fake ones before locking it again, you still have a problem. So what can business leaders do to understand their backup risk? First, ask how backup systems are managed. Who can change configurations? Do we have a view of patch status on the systems and applications that manage our backup process? Who can shorten retention periods or disable policies? If it's more people than you expect, that's worth a second look. Second, ensure there's a hierarchy of backups with at least one cold, full backup version that isn't accessible with production credentials. I like to have a manual step required for access to that last-ditch cold, full backup copy. Yeah, that copy may be up to 30 days old, but you have to be sure that it can't be accessed. That reduces the chance of one bad day or one bad actor taking down your last line of defense. Third, don't treat backups like as a one-time investment. Ask for regular testing. Not just are we backing up, but have we pressure tested our backup process against adversary attack? Because that's what it's really about. Being able to recover is part of a response to a real adversary, not just being able to say you had a backup or are compliant with backup requirements in a security framework. Lastly, remember that restoring data from backups is only one part of what needs to occur as part of worst-case IT disaster recovery. Have a plan and recovery expectations set if systems need to be rebuilt as well. Oftentimes, you'll find that manual rebuilds are required. Immutable backups are a great tool, but they work best when they're part of a layered, well-managed approach. The good news is, most of this isn't about buying more tech. It's about asking the right questions about the tech you have, determining what's marketing fluff, and making sure that the safety net you're counting on is as strong as you think it is.